to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stir in the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the and I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up.
This week on NBA 2K TV, it's a star-packed episode with Dwayne Wade, Offset.
The whole thing is I'm the best.
Jesus and Mero.
So then you guys had a script, though. We had a script.
And we threw it over our shoulder and said, hey.
Plus.
On the floor for the visiting Sacramento Kings. At shooting guard, Tim Hardaway Jr. At power forward, Tristan Thompson. At the other guard position, Fred VanVleet. At the other forward position, DeMar DeRozan. At center, Joel Embiid. The head coach of the visiting team is Luke Walton. Let's meet your Houston Rockets. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 12, DeAndre Hunter. At center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 6, DeAndre Jordan. At point guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 21, Patrick Beverley. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 0, Kevin Love. And starting at guard, number 13, James Harden. Your head coach is Mike D'Antoni. Let's hear it for your Houston Rockets.
We welcome you to IGNBA here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon. He said, I never pay attention to the defender guarding me. I look at the 4 guys behind him and how they react. A lot of times, I don't even look to score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots. Kevin?
Great vision, David. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Embiid.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got Thompson, Fred VanVleet out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Embiid in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for Houston, Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Jordan is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Hunter in at the 3. Mark, some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the move, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. Now VanVleet following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
First free throw is good. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contributions, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Beverly. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. He kicks it to Jordan. Pass to Hunter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Outside Hardaway. And another three for Sacramento.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Passes it to Van Vliet. Outside Hardaway. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Van Vliet looking around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And only 6 feet tall and shoots. Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Throw good, Van Vliet. He doesn't get the second one. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Beverly, covered by Van Vliet. And it's Beverly missing.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And DeRozan kicks to Van Vliet. Outside DeRozan. Clock at 4. On the wing, Hardaway. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. That's now 8 points for Tim Hardaway. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now Hunter. provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Beverly for three. The Rockets with another miss.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
On the wing, Hardaway, guarded by Jordan. Hardaway passes to Embiid. James Harden with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets, trailing by 5. Now, here's Hunter. They could use a bucket. That one goes in.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Beverly. Outside Hardaway. And another three for Sacramento.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The pass to Love. Hunter with it. Pass to Beverly. Love trying to break loose. And it's Beverly missing.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Now, here's Hunter. 6-point game. Van Vliet passes to DeRozan. Thompson, high post. Outside Hardaway. This one for three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, when you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Kings leading now by 6. Van Vliet kicks to DeRozan. Here's Embiid. Outside DeRozan. Second chance shot. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Harden against Hardaway. Harden, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Hardaway passes to Van Vliet. Pass to Embiid. Puts it up from 12. The shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Harden. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, it just felt to me like they wanted it more. I mean, didn't get down emotionally when they got behind. And how about that third quarter comeback? One for the ages.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Damari Carroll's checked in for Love. Riza comes in for Hunter. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And he makes that one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So it'll be James Harden shooting. It's on Bobby Portis. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Jordan.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Matthews. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Covington wide open. He fires. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kept alive. Matthews, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Free throw good, Crowder. Look, who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Boy, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names. Now Covington. James Harden missing on the three. Covington kicks to Bellinelli. Here's Crowder. No good with the fallback jumper.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Portis against Harden. Carroll, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart pass. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 3-point lead. Pass to Crowder. Can't hit that one. Good D by Ariza. And for Houston, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. Here's Baines. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Matthews scanning the floor. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Bellinelli. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
You know, Bellinelli does a nice job getting to his spots in the mid-range area, and he's a consistent scorer from there.
Matthews into the lane. And it's rebounded by Covington. Sacramento leading by 5. Here's McConnell. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So it'll be James Harden shooting. It's on Bobby Portis. Houston shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
You know, it's become almost a foregone conclusion that Harden is going to lead the league in free throw attempts every year. He is a master at getting to the line.
Now, here's McConnell. And Good that time. And the Kings lead by 4. McConnell's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Here's Matthews. Harden outside. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. And look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Harden.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
And both free throws good from Crowder. Rockets trail by 6. And here's Harden. 38 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Now here's Matthews over Bellinelli. Matthews no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now Ariza. After Robert Covington missed from long range. Now the pass to Baines. Houston moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Harden, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Kicks it out to Covington. 3-pointer. And that one is off. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And we'll be back with you shortly. With the playoffs fast approaching, Kevin Love discussed what it will take to end the regular season on a strong note.
We just have to continue to develop a lot better habits.
And that's the mentality of a winning team, Greg, trying to fine-tune down the stretch.
Yeah, you want to be hitting your stride as you approach the playoffs. Love has been in these situations before and knows what it takes to get the job done.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Harden out there with Matthews. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Ariza in at small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Houston Rockets. 9-point game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Now here's Carroll. Here's Harden. He gets that one. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, when Harden decides to turn it up, and you're turned out. It is a sight to see, folks. I mean, relentless, instinctive, tremendous night so far for him.
Here's Crowder. He had 10 points in the win against Dallas.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Covington. Sacramento again missing. Rockets trail by 7. It's Harden with the drive, and that one good. He's got 14.
And you know, Kevin, Harden's ball handling is absolutely off the chain insane. I mean, easily carving up the defense. Superb control. Got it on the string.
Here's Birch. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Bellinelli. Shoots over Matthews. A shot by Bellinelli. No good. The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Harden, that's good. Now just a 3-point Sacramento lead.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jordan, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Love comes in for Damari Carroll. Hunter's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Matthews. And then for Sacramento, Embiid, he's checked in for Crowder. DeRozan comes in for Robert Covington. Hardaway is subbed in for Bellinelli. And the second free throw, good. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's Beverly. Defense right on him. Hardaway against Harden. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter. Sacramento's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's McConnell. The baseline jumper goes down. McConnell's got 7.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Here's Harden. And Embiid with the block.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
Hardaway passes to Embiid. Back to Hardaway. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And stolen by McConnell. Pass to Hardaway. And here's Embiid. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And now a 5-point Kings lead.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Now, here's Beverly. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Cleveland.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Here's DeRozan. James Harden picking up that last basket. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Hunter, no good. Kings leading now by 3. Now McConnell. He has 7. Pass to Hardaway. On the wing, DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Over Harden. It's rebounded by Houston. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Harden. And the rejection by Embiid. Outside Hardaway. Burge kicks to McConnell. DeRozan surveying the D. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You know, when DeRozan's attacking the way he likes to, puts the defense in the trick bag. I mean, nice job that time forcing the issue, which he does often.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands. And he makes the first. And
Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Sacramento. Fred VanVleet comes in for T.J. McConnell. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Harden against DeRozan. Nice D from DeRozan. Kings leading now by 5. There's the pass to VanVleet. Now here's Embiid. The 3 ball. Here's Thompson, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, remarkable positioning there. I mean, Thompson really excels at reading shot trajectories. I mean, knowing exactly where to be on the glass. We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011. Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Now here is Hardaway. Harden missing his last shot.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Hardaway with the steal. DeRozan on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. DeRozan's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians, but as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle. Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now here's VanVleet, defended by Beverly. Hardaway against Harden. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Thompson. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. VanVleet can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 8. It's Harden with the drive, and he banks in the layup. Harden's got 25 points.
And, you know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Pass to Embiid. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And you got to know Harden's looking to get to the line. I mean, one of the best in the game at going right into the defender and drawing fouls.
And the first one drops. Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Now here's DeRozan. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Dallas.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Harden against Hardaway. Shoots the 3. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from James Harden.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
The rejection by Love. Beverly against Embiid. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closer. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Kings. Love outside. Pass to Hunter. DeRozan against Harden. He nails it, and we're tied up. Harden's got 31 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Embiid. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
Yeah, but you can't talk about his performance without mentioning what he did defensively in terms of shot blocking. He was a force of nature.
And here is Jordan after the three-pointer from Joel Embiid. Now here's Beverly, covered by Van Vliet.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's Crowder on the wing. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. DeRozan's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And the basket by Harden.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Van Vliet. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Now Hunter, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. 1:36 left in the second quarter. Here's Embiid. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
So for the Rockets, Damari Carroll's checked in for Love. Riza comes in for Hunter, and it's Matthews in for James Harden. Portis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Now here's Jordan. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Now here's Beverly. D right on him. Right side Matthews. Misses the three.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And the shot's good from Crowder. Rockets trail by 5. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Passes to Matthews. 43 seconds left in the first half. And the shot goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Crowder after Wesley Matthews' score. Outside Crowder, 6 on the shot clock. Back to Van Vliet. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Floats one, and the layup is up and in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Now here's Carroll. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Kings lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially on forced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? It was a big-time first quarter from Tim Hardaway Jr. He had 11 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Rockets, trailing by 5. On the court for Sacramento. Thompson is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Embiid in at the center, filling out the middle.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Now here's VanVleet, defended by Beverly. VanVleet with it. Right side, DeRozan. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Houston. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The Rockets shooting 43% for the game. Here's Beverly. Love trying to break loose. And it's Beverly missing. To the middle. It's Hardaway, that time on the assist from DeRozan. Hardaway has got 13.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Love. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Boy, it sure is a lot of fun watching Love bury these outside shots. I mean, when he's hitting from deep, it opens up things for everybody.
Here's Thompson. They lead by 1. Here's DeRozan. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Harden. 33 points for him. The pass to Beverly. Left side, Love. And another 3 for Houston.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
VanVleet passes to Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And you look at Joel Embiid, Clark, for a player standing 7'2", probably close to 300 pounds. You've got to be impressed with how well he moves out there.
And, Kevin, that's the first and most eye-catching thing about him when I watch it, is how nimble he is for his size. And you notice it at the offensive end because he's got great skills and footwork, but defensively, he doesn't pick up a lot of cheap fouls despite having the primary role of rim protector for his team.
The first free throw is good.
You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And the Kings pushing it up now, up the floor. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Houston's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And some real adversity for Joel Embiid after leaving Kansas. Foot injuries costing him the first 2 years, Clark, of his career. And then, back in Cameroon, the tragic passing of his beloved brother.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, and adversity oftentimes, while painful, can steal us for the promised land or positive outcomes. And, you know, Embiid really driven by his goal to inspire others in Africa to make a better life, and that drove him to be where he is now.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Harden finds Jordan. Here's Hunter.
You know, DeRozan has to put so much into the offensive end. You wonder if his defense suffers at times, but not that time. He was all over that shot.
No good on the shot.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Kicks it out to Love. Now, here's Hunter. DeRozan defending. Beverly for 3, and Thompson sends it back. Stolen by Beverly. Here's Hunter. And he gets the bucket. Hunter's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
They get it back.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Harden's shot is off. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Pass to Hunter. And here's Beverly. DeRozan defending. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kings leading now by 3. Down low. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from DeRozan. Thompson's got 5 now.
Boy, nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Beverly. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Just 2 to shoot. No good. And the Kings going the other way now. Here's Van Vliet. And that one drops for him. Van Vliet's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity. Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Pulls up on the wing, and he gets it to go. Van Vliet's got 4 points this quarter. Rockets trail by 7. Pass to Hunter. In the corner, Harden. Harden draws the double. Over Hardaway. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 37.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
So for the Rockets, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Jordan. Riza comes in for Hunter, and Wesley Matthews subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Kings, Portis, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Kem Birch comes in for Tristan Thompson, and Robert Covington subbed in for Hardaway. Now here's DeRozan.
What a jam! Are you kidding me? Nasty. Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
Beverly with the ball, covered by Van Vliet. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Hawks, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Now here's Beverly, following the miss by Wesley Matthews. From deep three-point range, Sacramento grabs the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA, but now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Houston making a switch here. Carroll's checked in, and the Kings also making a change. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. He hits the second from the line. Here's Beverly. It's blocked.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And here's McConnell. He's got 7, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Kings making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Carroll gets to Ariza. Six to shoot. Carroll dishes to Matthews. Looking to get it going. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. DeRozan passes to McConnell. Outside Portis. Back to McConnell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. McConnell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings. And so Beverly will bring it up for Houston. Outside Matthews. Back to Beverly. Houston needs to get a shot off. Carroll. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Carroll's got his second basket of the game.
Carroll doing a nice job there, recognizing the shot clock was running down and maintaining his poise.
Outside DeRozan. Jacks up a 3. The Rockets pull it in.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Matthews, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Crowder kicks to McConnell. Outside Portis. And here's Covington from the arc, and Baines pulls it down.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
McConnell kicks to DeRozan. Outside Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
And he knocks down the first one.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Rockets trail by 8. Now Beverly. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal.
Ariza outside. Back to Matthews. 5 on the clock. There's the dish to Baines. Here's Ariza.
Boy, I tell you, the long reach of Covington really bothering shooters. I mean, he enjoys making life difficult for whoever he's assigned to.
Kings leading now by 8. Crowder goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Crowder's got 8.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
Outside Matthews. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Patrick Beverly, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him, averaging 13 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Matthews passes to Kira. Kicks it to Beverly. Beyond the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
And Bellinelli with a nice touch inside. We know him as a long-range sniper, but he can get it done when he's close to the rim, too.
Beverly against Covington. A floater. Rebound by the Kings.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Rockets trail by 12. Now here's Beverly. He kicks it to Hunter. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
It's helpful whenever Bellinelli is active on defense. I think he wants to step his game up in that area.
And so it's Sacramento enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We come back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets. Matthews out there with Harden. Then there's Hunter. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Shot by Crowder, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Now, here's Hunter, covered by Van Vliet. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from DeAndre Jordan.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Now here's Van Vliet. Outside Covington. Crowder kicks to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Bellinelli. Portis trying to free himself. And that's good. Marco Bellinelli for 3.
So good at feeling out the defense. Bellinelli knows when he has room to shoot off the pass.
Outside Matthews. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. Harden with the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 13. To the inside. And there's Hunter on the assist by Matthews. And it's 9 points for DeAndre Hunter.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Kevin Love's checked in for Houston. And then for Sacramento, Embiid, he's checked in for Portis. Thompson comes in for Crowder. Hardaway is subbed in for Bellinelli. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Harden. He dishes it to Love. Houston moving it around. Outside Jordan, and the pass to Matthews. Over Hardaway. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. It's a 13-point game. Love against Thompson. Harden inside the 3-point line. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Harden's got 39.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Van Vliet passes to Hardaway. It's rebounded by Houston. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now, here's Hunter, defended by Covington. Harden draws the double. Left side, Love. Hunter, the pass to Love. Over Hardaway. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. And there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Thompson the bounce pass. Here's Embiid. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Harden the pass to Love. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Now Now here's Van Vliet. Here's Hardaway, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Hardaway has got 9 points now in just the second half. Rockets trail by 9. Matthews passes to Jordan. Here is Harden. Can he keep it going? Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. They double him with Jordan. Van Vliet finds Covington. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Man, nice perimeter shooting by Robert Covington. Just has such a really aesthetically pleasing release on those long ball attempts.
Now here's Jordan. Over in the corner, Matthews. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. Covington's shot is off.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Now here's Matthews. Love deciding where to go with it. Over Embiid. They get the rebound. Here's Jordan, and he converts the layup. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Here's Van Vliet. He feeds it to Embiid. Out to Hardaway. That shot off, and the Rockets take it the other way. Hunter, no one around him, and another 3 for Houston.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Sacramento leading by 4. Hardaway up top. He's covered by Matthews. Pass to Van Vliet. Puts up a 3. Rockets with the rebound. Love's got 7 rebounds in the game. Harden draws the double. Feeds it to Love. And Love throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Embiid. The Rockets making the shot. Back to Van Vliet. Can they get it? Nailed from three-point land.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's team.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here is Love. Beverly with the ball. Back to Love. Three-pointer. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Van Vliet. Jordan with the rebound.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 18 rebounds.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Outside DeRozan. for Hunter. DeRozan gets the bucket.
DeRozan has a dynamic mid-range game. Whether he's wide open or being defended well, he can knock it down from there.
Now here's Beverly, covered by Van Vliet. And here is Hunter. Pocket 6, passes to Jordan. Harden inside the three-point line. Sacramento grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Van Vliet. Outside DeRozan. Thompson the bounce pass. Embiid dishes to Thompson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Love.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the...
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And he sinks the second. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Harden. Knocks it loose. Left side, DeRozan. And there's the pass to Van Vliet. They double him with Jordan. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And despite being a little guy, Beverly knows how to step up big. Terrific at delivering when his team needs an important basket.
Now here's Van Vliet. A nice shot by Embiid.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. Trailing by 4. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. That one goes. Count it. Harden's got 41.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Love stepping up at crucial times.
Van Vliet kicks to Thompson. Lets it fly. And the Kings check on 2 more.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now here's Harden. Launches a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. 1:04 left in the game. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. Rockets trail by 6. Now Harden. Fires for 3. That one misses. And the Kings with possession. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with him.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 8. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Well, it's not looking good for him. We both can agree to that, can't we? I mean, it's got to be a quick bucket, a quick foul, and see what happens after that.
Harden against Hardaway. Jordan inside. Harden outside. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by the Kings. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside DeRozan. Now here's Van Vliet. outside DeRozan. So the Kings win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
En un yaqui, si tú quieres te lo aquí, yeah. Debajo del sol, a 200 millas en un yaqui, si tú quieres te lo aquí, debajo del sol, que todos los te quemen, yo soy la ola, mejor ni remen, Le pasé por encima con la guay cement. Ando de blanco entero, flow santero. La dueña encima de mí como si cantara bolero. Rumba buena, timbalero. Si tú quieres me caso contigo adentro de un balero. Ey, o a 200 millas en un jet ski. Ey, si tú quieres te lo aquí. Debajo del sol, debajo del sol. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bad Bunny, baby. Diplo. 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 Diplo.
Walking in the sunshine.